Good morning. So as you already know, if you do not know, I'm an employee at W Corporation. Um, uh, yeah, name's Paul Lee. First name Paul, second Lee. Okay. So what is infinite energy? So let's start off with the theory of infinite energy, right? So when you think of, or when you see the word or think of the word infinite energy, what do you see or what do you feel or what do you get from that or the notion of the idea, right? So infinite energy, right? Is it simply just something that never ends and just keeps going and going and going, right? So, for example, water, right? We know that water has a cycle and comes from the clouds, comes down, and then evaporates back into the sky and comes back down, right? And wouldn't that essentially be a cycle of infinite, right? Because you can't destroy water, right? Because you know that it will come back. Because we know that it evaporates into the sky or like the atmosphere in the form of air, right? And it's purified, right? So that's an essence of infinite energy. Not only that, but this room around me, right? So if I were to break this table, right, it would still be a table, but it would be in a different form or shape, right? For example, if I broke this table and it came into two pieces, now it would be two pieces, right? Yeah. So we came up with a formula, right, at W Corporation, E equals 1 plus 2, right? And that is the formula of how we made Plotum and the Plotum core, right? So essentially the Plotum core generates infinite energy, which is Plotum. And that is the essence or the education of how it works, infinite energy, right? And how it formulates and processes its cycle. And you could say it's a synergy or ecology or biology or economics, right? So similar to how also money works, it just keeps going and going and going, right? But yes, that's the most basic form, essence of infinite energy and Plotum. So if you didn't understand, here's a better visual representation of the explanation. So when a ball falls, right, or a wheel is turning, right, it can essentially go forever, but it will eventually stop at one point, right? Or if it's not strong enough or sturdy enough or has stability, it will break or go corrupt. But by those terms and definition, it means it will stop working, essentially, right? If a wheel breaks or stops moving in motion, right? But if you introduce the equation, the Plotum formula, right, of E equals 1 plus 2, it can sustain its energy and formality, right? Which essentially makes it infinite and also uninfinite or not infinite in essence in terms of general and purpose, right? And also not only that, but general knowledge, right? So this is how pretty much Plotum works and how infinite energy works.